The Warrior's Prayer banners features two things: a strong supporter in a fairly specific aspect, and a straightforward damage dealer that's not as popular. Unfortunately for Poppy, she's the damage dealer. Poppy's Trustmaster reward is a hat that can only be equipped onto magic damage dealers. In exchange for this restriction, it has a decent bonus to magic and spirit, though its HP is really high because of this event storyline. Probably. It also boosts HP even more, and grants Stonekiller Plus. Her Super Trustmaster reward is a two-handed mace. Wait, isn't that a paintbrush? It has high HP, strong magic, and boosts HP even more. Of course, as a paintbrush, it also packs Stonekiller Plus because it's a paintbrush, and boosts equipment magic when your unit's carrying a single weapon. Onto her active abilities. Poppy packs a lot of black magic, and all of the wind spells can be awakened to stage 3, while the water spells are stuck at stage 2. I can keep going. That's one member of your team to keep going by giving them a full re-raise, a whopping 90% general mitigation buff, and boost their elemental resistance by 80%. No negative Nancy's. Boost your team's limit burst gauge fill rate by 200%. Fills their limit burst gauge by what will likely be about half or so. Pretty significant. Raises their limit burst damage by 100%. Not so significant. And then Poppy trips on a pebble and gets severely injured. Time to draw. Pillar of Light. Deals light magic damage that chains of bolt and strike and grants your team a small HP barrier. Poppy is here, increases Poppy's wind damage by 30% and raises the damage modifier of her wind magic spells. Passives. Of her Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Poppy gains a boost to her chain modifiers. She has less killers than Lesha, but 4 is still a good amount. She also has a big boost to her limit burst damage and a small limit burst regen. She prefers to carry a single weapon, meaning half the cap to the chain limit boost. At EX plus 2 she gets Warring Spirit. At EX plus 3 she gets 500 magic. She's got a pretty good spread of elemental resistance too. Let's look at her limit burst. Inflicts a 20% Mace Imperil, lowers wind resistance by 125%, raises Poppy's limit burst damage by 200%, deals strong wind magic damage, and gives Poppy a 300% stored magic boost. As a super limit burst damage dealer, Poppy has access to Magic Shift, which automatically boosts her magic by 250%, her limit burst damage by 200%, and fills her limit burst gauge when the super limit burst is ready to go. The super limit burst raises the weapon imperil to 25%, the wind imperil to 135%, gives Poppy a killer buff against stones and plants, and hits the enemy. It's stronger against plants. Let's rank Brave abilities. She has 1, it just raises damage, and it's the one that's not her element. Time to make a damage rotation. On turn 1, cast no negative Nancy's. Poppy is here, and cast Tornado. On turn 2, triple cast Tornado. On turn 3, triple cast Tornado. On turn 4, use her limit burst. On turn 5, use her super limit burst. Repeat the rotation from here, setting back the cooldown abilities if you have to. So, EX2, as a super limit burst damage dealer, Poppy automatically benefits from additional EX awakenings. An instant limit burst can be nice as it gives you a Mace Imperil, which at this moment was desperately needed by... Okay, but her Super Trustmaster reward is a paintbrush. Oh wait, it's a mace. Well, maybe in the future. EX plus 3 is an expensive investment. So how good is Poppy, Warrior's Prayer? Well, we finally have a strong wind magic damage dealer, which I know everyone was desperately crying out for. And well, she's not a support, but what she's got is kind of strong, except of course when it's not. Well, her Trustmaster reward looks pretty cute. In all honesty, if someone comes along and can grant buffs to the damage modifiers for her wind magic spells, Poppy will see stronger use. She's also pretty good against stones and plants because she's an artist, but it's also locked to wind, so that won't always work out. Being pretty much locked to wind is also what hurts her as a support, because filling a large chunk of her team's limit burst gauges isn't a bad ability at all, and neither is her single target defensive buff. But as their cooldown abilities of short-term effects, she's going to struggle in a longer fight. However, it is possible to make good use of those buffs in a shorter fight, but doing so often requires a strong plan and a specific setup for whatever you're facing. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you summon Poppy. It's just unfortunate she has 2 good tools and the rest is a locked damage dealer. If she were more flexible, she'd likely be a bit more popular. In Japan.